Hi, and welcome back. Today we will practice a quick power vinyasa flow. So, when you're ready, as always, find the mat. If you have two blocks, they would be good. And a comfortable seated position, however that looks like for you today. We'll start by closing the eyes down, relaxing the body down. Start tuning in with the breath. Turning the attention inward, noticing how we feel today, how our body feels. And from here, take a deep inhale through the nose, big side out, big inhale, exhale, relax the shoulders down. One more time, inhale to the top. Hold the breath in, tuck the chin to the chest, shoulders down, suck the navel in, sip one more air in, and hold the breath for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the lock. Big exhale, squeeze all that out. And then engage the bandhas again, vacuum the belly, tuck the chin to the chest, hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to the top. And keeping the mouth closed, exhale through the nose. One more big inhale. And let it out. Come back to your normal breathing. From here, bring the hands towards center into prayer. We're gonna start together with an Om. Inhale for Om. When you're ready, blink the eyes open and make your way to your first downward facing dog. Start allowing any movement into your downward dog. Maybe you're taking your dog out for a walk, bending one knee at a time. And start really moving with the breath. When you're ready, find stillness. Push the hands against the ground. Trying to bring the heels to the floor, lengthening the spine up. Activating your Ujjayi, the oceanic breath. Creating that restriction at the back of the throat. And making the sound of the waves. On the next inhale, ripple the spine forward. Exhale, bend the knees back into your downward dog. Move your vertebrae like a wave. Inhale forward, maybe you gaze to your navel. And exhale, gazing forward. One more time, inhale. Exhale. From here, walk the feet forward with control. Lifting the hip as much as you can. And once you're there, feet hip width distance apart, grab opposite elbows, sway. Really let go of the bind, unravel the spine all the way up to standing. And once you're there, Tadasana, mountain pose, bring the feet close, spread the toes, palms forward, drop the shoulders down. Breathe in for 1. Breathe in for 2. One more inhale. Exhale. Open the eyes, have fun, arms up, inhale. Exhale, fold the Uttanasana. Lengthen the spine forward. Plant the hands, feet back, high plank. Take a breath here. On the exhale, floating child pose, pushing the hips back, heel close to the heels. Inhale, forward, high plank, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, floating child pose, the knees are not touching the floor. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. This time, knees, chest, and chin on the floor. Low cobra, slide forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And on the exhale, tuck the toes, hips up, downward dog. 3 breaths here for 1. Breathe in for 2. One more breath. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale, look at your thumbs. And dive back down, Uttanasana. Lengthen, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale, pose. Upward dog, chest forward. And downward dog, exhale. Right foot forward, high lunge, inhale. Exhale, left knee to the chest, standing. Inhale, straightening the leg. Exhale, bending. Inhale, leg back, arms forward, warrior 3. Exhale, hands down, standing split. Inhale here. Exhale, step back, chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale, thighs off the floor. And downward dog, exhale. Left foot forward, the high lunge, inhale. Exhale, right knee to the chest. Inhale, straightening the leg. Exhale, bending. Inhale, warrior 3, lengthen. Exhale, standing split. Inhale here. And step back, chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha, shoulders down. Adho Mukha, downward dog. 3 breaths here for 1. Breathe in for 2. One more breath. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale. And Samastiti, exhale. Surya B, inhale, Utkatasana, chair. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Lengthen, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Right foot forward, warrior one, back heel down on the floor. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Left foot forward, warrior one, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward dog and downward dog, exhale. Option to stay here or to drop the forearms down, coming into dolphin, walking the feet as close as possible to the elbows. You can keep even the knees bended. And I'm trying to push the hips high. Gazing back to your toes for one. Getting light onto them. For two. One more breath. And lifting the elbows at the same time, back into your downward dog. Bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Lengthen, flat back. Exhale, fold. Back into your chair, inhale. Exhale, hands down, Uttanasana. Lengthen, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Right leg up, inhale, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Square the shoulders down. Take one more breath here. Exhale, knee to the nose, lean forward, find the connection. And then step the foot between the hands, high lunge, inhale. Exhale, hands down, chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Left leg up, inhale. Bend the knee, open the hip. One more breath here. Exhale, knee to nose, lean forward. Foot in between the hands, high lunge, inhale. Exhale, hands down, chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Drop the forearms down or back into dolphin. Back into dolphin or stay in your downward dog. For one. Breathe in for two. One last breath. And back into your downward dog. Bend the knees. Step forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise back into your chair. We hold it here for one. Breathe in for two. One last breath. Keep the legs as they are. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Squeeze open the chest. And on the exhale, straightening the legs, folding forward. Weight onto your toes. Relax the neck. For one. For two. One last breath. Keeping the bind, gazing forward, stepping the left foot back, and rising up into a binded high lunge. Back knee straight, gaze up, open the chest, and try to squeeze the legs together, hips gazing forward. Keep breathing for two. One more breath. Exhale, release the bind, arms up, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Adjust the stance, gaze forward for one. For two. One last breath. And from here, lean forward, flip the palm, exhale, reverse your warrior. Maybe find a bind with the left arm going behind the back, finding your right thigh, keep bending the right knee. Keep breathing for two. One last breath. Keeping the bind, inhale, straightening the leg and turning the feet parallel. Exhale, right hand under the right shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, we're gonna twist the upper back, gaze into your left shoulder. And notice if the right hip collapses to the left. Bring it back to center. Keep breathing for two. One last breath. Exhale, release the bind, both hands under the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. And on the exhale, we're turning forward, bringing the left foot a bit in. Feet hip distance apart, it's a pyramid. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, legs are straight. We're trying to bring the forehead to the shin, so relax the neck. Breathe in for two. One last breath. Exhale, gaze forward, the standing split, the lift in the left leg. Option to keep the hands on the floor or bind both on the right ankle. The more active is the left leg, the easier it is to balance. For two. One more breath. Exhale, stepping the left foot at the back of the mat or dropping the heel. Arms up, inhale. From here, shuffle the right foot to the very edge. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, gaze up. Exhale, humble down your warrior. Shoulders inside the right knee. Make sure your left leg is central to the mat. You're not collapsing the hips to the right. Relax the neck for two. One more breath. Exhale, release, keep the chest down. We bring in the right hand inside the right foot, shuffling this foot back to center. And then Parivrtta Parsvakonasana, left arm next to the ear, gazing up for one. For two. One more breath. Exhale, gaze down. Ardha Chandrasana, shifting the weight forward. Maybe it's floating or with the right hand on the floor on a block. For one. Trying to lengthen both sides of the body. For two. One more breath. Exhale, hands down, standing split. We're gonna move on the next inhale. We're gonna bend the right knee, left knee behind the right ankle, gazing forward, dropping the hips. Inhale, straightening the legs. Exhale, bending. Inhale, straightening. Exhale, bending. Stepping the foot back, right foot back. Chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. From here, 3 breaths in turbo dog. We're gonna drop the elbows just a couple of centimeters off the floor, trying to wrap the arms in. Breathe in here for 1. Breathe in for 2. You got this. 1 more breath. And back into your downward dog. Bend the knees and step forward. Lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Exhale, hands towards center into prayer. We're gonna do the other side. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Lengthen, gaze forward. And with this time, we're gonna step the right foot back, rising up into your binded high lunge, back knee straight for 1. Breathe in for 2. 1 more breath. Exhale, arms up. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior 2. Stay here for 1. Inhale for 2. 1 more breath. Exhale, lean forward, flip the palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior, find your bind. For 1, keep bending the left knee. For 2. 1 more breath. Keeping the bind, straightening the leg, feet parallel. Exhale, fold forward, left hand under the shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, we're gonna twist the upper back to the left, to the right, trying to keep the hips central for 1. For 2. 1 last breath. Exhale, both hands on the floor. Inhale, lengthen. And we're gonna turn forward again, shortening the stance, feet hip width distance apart in a lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, pyramid for 1. Breathe in for 2. 1 more breath. Exhale, gaze forward. It's a standing split, lifting the right leg up. Choose the variation of arms you took before for 1. For 2. 1 more breath. Exhale, stepping the foot back. And then we're coming into your rising up. Dropping the back heel. Shifting the left foot to the edge. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Squeeze, gaze up. Exhale, humble down your warrior. Shoulders inside the left knee for 1. For 2. Last breath. Exhale, release. We're going to Parivrtta Parsvakonasana, centering the left foot, left hand inside, dropping the hips lower, right arm next to the ear, gazing up for 1. For 2. 1 last breath. And gazing forward, shifting the weight, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. For 1, for 2, last breath. Exhale, hands down, standing split. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the hips, right knee behind the left ankle, gaze forward. Inhale, straightening the legs. Exhale, bending. Inhale, straightening. Exhale, bending. Foot back, left foot back, chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Back into your turbo dog for 1, for 2, last breath. Exhale, back into your downward dog. Walk the hands towards the feet. Find your Padastasana, feet hip width distance apart. Peace fingers grabbing the big toes in a length. Exhale, fold. Weight onto the toes for 1. Relax the neck. For 2. Last breath. Exhale, release, lengthen. And from your hands under the feet, Padastasana in a lengthen. Exhale, fold. The knees can stay bended for 1. For 2. Last breath. Exhale, lengthen. Release the hands, walk them forward back into your downward dog. And then from your bend the knees and step into seated. Coming into Janu Shirshasana, right foot inside the left thigh. Finding a bind with the left foot in a length. Exhale, fold for 1. For 2. Last breath. Exhale, release. Other side. Find your bind in a length. Exhale, fold for 1. For 2. Last breath. Exhale, release. Straightening both legs. Paschimottanasana, choose your bind. Side of the feet, big toes, your hands in a length. Exhale, fold for 1. For 2. Last breath. Exhale, release. Keep a C shape with the spine. Arravo all the way down. And once you're there, happy baby. Find a connection with the big toes, keeping the lower back down, sway side to side. And from here, let go of the bind, knees to the chest, give them a squeeze. Inhale through the nose. Hold the breath in. Lift the head, the nose to knees. Squeeze all your muscles, squeeze the hands, the feet, squeeze and hold for 3. For 2. And 1, let go. Shavasana. Very nice work. Now it's time to release and let go. Stop controlling the breath. Simply observing the benefits of the practice. Slowly deepening the breath. Start moving hands and feet. Bringing the arms over the head. Give yourself a big stretch. And one by one, and knees to the chest. Give them a squeeze. And keeping the eyes closed, find a comfortable seated position. Hands towards center into prayer. One final moment here, appreciating the time that you took to practice today. And breathing mindfully for 30 minutes. Deep inhale through the nose. Side out. Inhale for Bring the hands to the third eye. And on the exhale, bowing down to the earth. Jai. Thank you for practicing together. I hope you have an amazing day, and I see you on to the next video. Ciao.